As you can see, the piston is now slowly compressing. And we're just gonna compress it until it's flush with this. Hello guys! Today we're gonna show you how to replace a brake pad on a 2012 Mitsubishi Montero Sport. The first step is to remove the wheel so we have access to the brakes. The jacking point for the second generation Montero Sport is right over there. Finish jacking up the car and now we can remove the 6 nuts holding the wheel. We have access now to the disc pad. So we loosen this top bolt, but we don't remove it all the way. And then we can remove the bottom bolt all the way. And as you can see why we didn't remove the top bolt, because the caliper can go up. Like this. So the first thing we need to remove is this backing plate. You can undo this by hand, we just put it there. And then now we can remove the caliper. Now we have this out. Just be careful about it. So the pad is out. And as we can see, this is the braking material. And this is the backing plate that we used. So we just remove the backing plate, and as you can see, the backing plate on this Montero Sport is actually 2-piece. So you can tell that from this part and that part. So we can now remove the rear pads. Just wiggle it out. As you can see, if the bottom parts are already out, just pull it. Do a little wiggling. And as you can see, we have a wear indicator on the back. And the wear indicator is telling we still have a bit of a pad, but the pads I think already making noise, so we'll just change it. Okay, so we have our pads. It's Bendix brand. So one important thing to do is don't touch the braking surface because you might get oil with your hands. Slowly. So as we can see, this is the old pad, this is the new pad. And actually the old pad still has a little bit of life left, but we're gonna change it because it keeps squeaking. And also you better check if the pad looks the same as the old one. And they look the same, so this is the right pad for the car. So since we're gonna compress the piston, we remove the cap on the brake fluid. So as you can see, before we put the caliper in, drive it in the piston, we need to clean the surrounding part of this so no dirt gets into the seals. Since we're replacing brake pads, we need to compress the piston on the caliper. So when we grab the caliper, we need to be careful not to bend the hose. So we're gonna put it clean over there. We're gonna get this one. This one will go right there. But before that, we need to put a pad, an old one. Then we grab this, put it in, loosen it if it's still too tight. Loosen it first because it doesn't fit, and it should fit now. make sure it's centered, and then tighten the spin, and tighten this one a little bit so that it just holds it in place. And make sure it's straight. If it's not straight, you just need to make it straight. So as we can see, we're already starting to compress the piston, and for this specific tool I'm using, I use a 12mm socket. A wrench is okay, and then we tighten it counterclockwise. As you can see, the piston is now slowly compressing, and we're just gonna compress it until it's flush with the seal. So I'm just gonna slowly turn it. We have installed the back, so I can install the front easier. So on the front, you just install it like that. So you do push it off. See, we push it in. And just wiggle it in, and then after we put it in, we install this fell down. And we install the backing plate always last, so the pads can go in easier. Like so. And just make sure that this is tight, and it is. So before we install this, we need to put grease on the place where we put the bolt. So right there. Some. Just a bit. I'm just using that part of the cut is enough for doing. So after that, we can install this already. If you want, you can. So when we install this, we take note of how it was installed. You just take care of your brake hose. You don't want to bend that. We're gonna do it like this, the top one first. So I'm gonna support it, get a bolt. So we install this, we need to support it. And slide one in first. Okay, we're gonna put the top first. Hand tighten it, just so that we can slide it down to install the second one. And the backing plate needs to be quite secured. Just press it there. Now we're gonna slide this down. Give it a few hits so it gets in, and stop more. So the bit of the backing plate, so now it slides in perfectly. And we can install the bolt on the back. Just feel where the hole is and tighten up. And so now to tighten this, I'm gonna use again a 14mm and just tighten this top like this. And there's another change. I'm just gonna change the socket real quick. And I'm gonna tighten this one now. Tighten it until it's snug. And you don't want to over tighten that. So just double check for that. And that's how you change the disc pad on a second generation Mitsubishi Montero Sport. Thank you for watching.